Hello, this is Bonnie from Bonjournals. I'm today going to take you through another journal of mine, which is Azure, named for the beautiful azure blue coloured tie silk cover. There's a sari silk hand-dyed variegated blue ribbon. It's quite a long one for the tie. It will wrap around several times. Just gives it a nice look. Attached to that is a little gold medallion and a pin and some pretty iridescent beads. The same little medallion is on the bookmark, which is on the bottom, and it's got a blue crystal with it as well. On the cover you can see there's this beautiful photo of a lady. It's on a copper coloured medallion, a lady and a rose, and that's actually a photograph that I took of a piece that I have in my collection of hat pins. So I'll show you the actual piece now. There she is. So I took a photo of that and I thought that would make a nice illustration on the front of a journal. So there she is, and there's some beautiful vintage lace along the edge, and as I mentioned before, the lovely tie silk cover, which is padded and nice and soft to the touch. So let's have a look inside. You can see that there's a little pocket formed by the cover here. I left that unattached so that things can go in there. And there's a little nameplate there so that you can actually put your name into the front. So this first opening page has been collaged with a little fashion theme. And also the back of that page has an envelope attached to it with some handmade paper and some other collage work there. A piece of sari silk pasted into the spine there, just to give it a different sort of finish where the first pages, the signatures join in. Copy dyed paper. A print of an old map, I believe that this is a part somewhere in Germany, maybe Berlin. And on the back is a different print. Some graph paper, always handy for drawing and writing. Some lovely firm scrapbooking paper, blue on one side and a beige colour on the other with a nice pattern on it. Some more coffee dyed paper. This is an envelope which has been made by putting it over the page, and because the next page is vellum, then you can actually see through it on the other side, and there's a little card has gone in there with a bicycle and a basket of flowers. It's just sitting in there. You can use that to journal on the back. This journal has a lot of plain pages for you to work on if you wish to write, draw, collage, do something different with them. Here's a lovely old doily, which is very vintage, fraying, and looks like it's even been mended at some stage, and it has a butterfly embroidered on it. Very pretty and very fine work and lovely lace around the edge. It's sewn in, so there's another piece of that will appear as we go through, and even some of the edging has broken away, so it's very old. Here's another piece of nice, I think this is rag paper. It's old paper. You can see it tears away with a furry edge. It's just been printed on one side. It's a lovely magazine page with a painting of roses, and on the other side another painting of an outdoor scene. Pretty little tag with bluebirds that can be used to write on the back. Some coffee dyed paper. Here's where the bookmark comes in. It's just on that piece of lace. You can place it into the book wherever you wish. Magazine page repeated, and there's more of that lovely floral painting. And here's the other end of the doily. Very beautiful, classic old piece of lace and embroidery. Some coffee dyed paper. This is the vellum paper that we saw on the other side, so you can partly see through that. Coffee dyed paper, and the scrapbooking paper with blue on one side and a beige pattern on the other. Graph paper, scrapbooking paper with the map, and coffee dyed paper, and another piece of the nice ribbon, which is the same as what's on the tie. The next signature, because we have 3 signatures in this one. Here we have some nice scrapbooking papers being folded up to make a pocket on the side. Nice big tag there for journaling. Some coffee dyed paper. A fussy cut bird on a branch, and some beautiful coffee dyed old lace. Very heavy lace, and that's just been glued onto the page. This is like a pearl goldy kind of finish paper. Very pretty, catches the light very nicely. I'm not sure whether that's showing through on the camera or on the computer, but we'll see. And a little cutout of some birds there. This is a cluster that's made from fabric, lace, paper, and a little covered linen button there, which is an old one. It's a little stained and showing its age, very quaint. And the lace here has been coffee dyed as well, and that's just glued onto the page there. These are the sorts of things that, you know, if you want to make this your own, you can add little features like that all the way through. A piece of heavy cotton lace has been glued across this page to make a belly band, and there's a double-sided tag there that you can use for whatever you wish. On the other side of that page, it's scrapbooking paper, so it's nice heavy card texture. And again, that cotton belly band and another card. This is a beautiful gold textured paper. It looks like it's been crinkled up and flattened out. So I don't think it's suitable for writing on, but be really nice to use as a background for a collage or anything that you want to put on there. On the other side, a pocket with a tag which is decorated on both sides, and a bit of lace along the bottom. There's that lovely pearly glossy paper again. Some coffee dyed paper. This is a nice paper that's got a print on one side, plain white on the other. You'd be able to write on that one. It's quite smooth, it's not glossy. Some more coffee dyed paper. A tag that can be used for journaling on the back. Decorated with some flowers and text on the front. Little pocket has been made by folding up the page here, so that's double-sided. And it's the end of that signature. This one is a page from a botanical book, so it's got little samples of various plants there. And on the other side, the writing about it, and I've just placed some nice fussy cuts of flowers over the top of that. This is a very faintly marbled paper on one side, plain on the back. Coffee dyed paper. A printed page with a collage print, front and back. Some coffee dyed paper. Here's another magazine page with a painting of some flowers, and this one's plain on the back. Coffee dyed paper. Here is a little envelope, it's just stuck on here with a fancy paper clip, which is just a slide-on one. So just get it to slide off. It does come off. It went on, it must come off. No, okay. Doesn't want to at the moment, I'll work on that later. So this is done by, closed by a twist cotton around the two wheels, and inside, held down by that note, it's made a little pocket. There's a notebook inside there. When that paper clip comes off, I'll be able to flip that out of there, and it's a little notepad, several pages in there that you can use to make some notes. So I'll make a note, I'll leave that out so that I can work on removing that paper clip from there. Must have done something to get stuck there. Okay, moving on. A corner pocket made here with a nice card inside that can be used for journaling. It's got layers of lace and paper, including this lovely fancy embossed pearly paper, plain on the back. So it's a nice one to write on. Some more grid paper. And there's that same pearly paper that was on that bookmark. A belly band on both sides here, made from a piece of a snippet roll with lots of different fabrics sewn together in there, holding in a nice card that can be used for journaling. And there's that pearly paper again. So you can see there's plenty of places for you to write, so this can be used nicely as a diary or a notebook. Be nice to take along on your travels and use it as a travel journal. Pop in any special things, tickets or mementos that you gather along the way, and write lots of notes, and so you can come back with a beautiful book full of all of your memories. A piece of coffee dyed lace on the edge of the page there. And again, a notebook that's attached here. There's a few pages that are actually sewn onto the top. And there's I do this with my sewing machine, just do a stitch line with no thread in it. And that gives you a little serration there that you can actually tear those pages off if you wish, or you can use it to bend them back and turn them at that point. There's some more of that pretty lace to make an edge on the paper. And another corner pocket with another large tag bookmark or journaling card. Some more of that botanical paper. This time it's got a fussy cut, looks like blueberries, I think, on there. And there's the rest of the botanical part. This page has a piece of lace along the inside edge. It's a nice heavy page to anchor that back section, and again you've got the little pocket at the back that you can put extra things into, but it's just not attached there, but it is attached along these sides so that you can't actually take the cover off. So this was actually made from what's called a deconstructed book. It's an entire book cover that I have left together and taken all of the insides out of it, replaced it with my own. So what's left of the original book is the cover and the fly leaves, and that's why I've made those thicker and placed these pieces over here to meld the two books, the old and the new, together, because these are my pages and underneath here is the original flyleaf page from the book. So it's quite sturdy, it will stay together. It's been bound, the 3 signatures, you can see the cords at the back. And when it comes to you, it will be also in another specially custom made bag that I do for all of my journals, and that way you can pop it in if you want to give it to someone as a gift, or if you want to take it with you and you don't want the cover to get damaged, you just pop it into the bag and it will be quite safe. So this is available on my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is Bonjournals, and this particular journal is called Azure, A-Z-U-R-E, Azure Blue. And I hope you'll go and have a look at her there. You may find some differences. I think I probably added some more things to her since I took the photos, but you'll find her there and you can have a look at the photos. And thank you for watching.